Alright, so we're gonna make one of the world's best things ever. I know I say that about everything, but this is really, really super delicious. And we're gonna do it in a grill using some other things. So pay attention to this one and you'll be thrilled. We're gonna make carnitas because they're just the best. But we're gonna do it a little bit, you'll see. So what I did was get this cranked up for 450. If you can get it hotter, okay, cool, that's great. Then we're gonna say hi. Hi. Big cast iron pot. If you have one of these, awesome. If you don't, go get one. They're phenomenal. If you can find an old one, the older the better. I've looked online for these for other people. An old cast iron pot is $200 to $600 and well worth it. All right, so we're gonna start with a pork butt. We're gonna close this because we want it really hot. I rubbed it with cumin and Mexican oregano. Mexican oregano is different than your European Mediterranean oreganos. So I put all of that on there and let it sit for about 4 hours, and then we're gonna season it with salt, lots of salt. The thing with seasoning things is you have to look at how much you've got in there, but you can only season the outside. And especially a dish like this, you're gonna pull it apart. You want it to be really seasoned and keep the juices in. Like, seasoning is so important. I'm not gonna go on some big diatribe about why you should season your food, but this is what you should do. And then once that's there, always have a towel in your hand for this, because once you put something in a raging fire, it's hot. So just assume everything's hot and touch it with the towel. All right. And then we're just gonna do salt on the top of this too. Now when you're picking meat for your carnitas, clearly it's pork, you want a decent fat cap, but you do not want the skin. The skin is just impenetrable and you should be turning that into chicharrones. All right, so we're gonna sear this on every side and then it's gonna go in that pan. Come back when we're ready to do that, all right? All right, so this thing's really smoky. Got up to 520 degrees, which is great, because this is what you wanna see. Flame is good. All sides charred all to hell. Really nice, crunchy. And you want to pull your pot over. All right, so we've got 1 red onion, half a white onion, just because what I had. Whatever onions you have, onion and a half works totally fine. 10 cloves of garlic, 5 chili ancho, 4 chili guajillo, and these little bastards, tree chilies, chili arbol, about 10 of them. Those are the hottest ones. These are the smoky ones, and these just have this really cool datey nut-like quality to them. I love guajillos. We're just gonna throw all of that in there. All right, I'm gonna come right back. And I like to give them a little bit of oil. Cool. And then just twist that around. Drop one of the chilies in the fire. Take Mr. Pork. Now, if you take a look at it, you've got a bone right there. So you want to set it in the pot where the bone goes up and down. You want a horizontal liquid form down below. This is a braised dish, but I like to grill it to get some char on it. I like that smoke comes out. It really complements the smoky chilies too. So once you've got that on there, we're gonna get the liquid. I'm gonna come back again. Preparing is not ideal. All right. The juice of 15 oranges. I have a juicer, I just crank them in there. If you get orange juice at the store, okay, that's fine. And a beer. When it's hot as fucking balls out, Pacifico's the best beer. It has almost zero character and it's just bitter water. But it's great for cooking as well. So you can drink a couple and then crank one into here. Once that's in there, now we're gonna leave that uncovered. Tuck it back in, put the handle down, and close it. It'll get back up to about 450, 500 degrees. You'll end up reducing some of that liquid. Once that happens and you get down to like 2/3 of the liquid is reduced, go ahead and crank some stock in there. What I did was take 2 tomatoes that I burned in the oven. If you don't want to burn them in the oven, you can burn them over a flame if you have a barbecue or a gas grill or a gas burner. You can put a cake pan on there and just throw them on there. Burn the hell out of the skins. Throw those in some chicken stock, 3 guajillos, half of the onion, the other half that we had from that. Bring that up to a simmer and just let it go for like 2 hours. It'll reduce a little bit, but not a lot. And that's what we're gonna use. Airplane. Yeah, we can't get them to stop. So you're gonna use that as a secondary liquid for your braising. So this is gonna take about an hour, half hour, I don't know, we'll check it intermittently, but you wanna keep the lid closed as much as you can. When you're grilling, you're basically using the grill as an oven. It's not being an oven if the fucking door is open, all right? All right, so we've let this go. We're gonna take a look inside. Good and hot. I rolled it over so that you have the fat portion in the bottom. That's actually gonna render it down and inundate all of the meat with this gooey, tender happiness. This is why you braise things. They're too tough to just throw on a grill, just like the chili thing. So now we're gonna take this, move that out of the way. So here's the guajillo broth. Crank that in there. Give it a swirl. It smells really good over here. I wish you could smell it. Because that guajillo that I dropped in the fire, that smells really good. Okay, so then once you've got that in there, you want the lid. Oh God, this is dangerous. Boom. You don't have to build a cloche or put foil over it or anything. Just crank that lid on. And if you're like me, you're just sitting around binge watching Netflix, giving yourself bad haircuts and lifting weights all the time, you've got time to do this. You want to go for 4 hours, 3 hours, just when it's tender and you can pull it apart with a fork, it's ready to go. I'll show you what it's like when it's done, but it'll be dark out by then. All right, so clearly it's dark. This has been going for about 4 hours. We're just gonna pop it open. I've had to restoke the fire twice, just to keep it between 300 and 200. It's down to 200 now. You're gonna wanna see this. Get the fuck over here. All bubbly, gooey. You can just pull it apart. It's just falling apart. There you go. That's what we're looking for. All right, we're gonna go over there now with the big boily thing. And you can just grab from the bottom. It's gonna fall apart. So you just want to boink straight in. Look at that. Oh. There are a few things in the world that are as gratifying as squishy meat, really, on all sorts of levels. But anyway, and then when you get this, you can, if you want to be super old school, you can get 2 forks and just pull it apart. But this just, you can just pull at it with your tongs. Don't use your hands because it's really hot. You will burn yourself. And then you get all this pulled apart, and you want to put it in, you can put it, leave it in the container it's in, whatever. We're gonna blend this. Probably don't even need to blend it. Just pour it right over the top. Let it sit overnight, and then when you're gonna make a taco out of it, or you're gonna make a burrito or whatever, you can use this for anything. Get a cast iron pan, hopefully, really hot. Little oil in there. When that starts to smoke, take a couple pieces of this in there and throw it in and get it crunchy, and then make your taco, and you're gonna be really happy. Anyway, that's it. It's one of those set it and forget it, Ron Poe Peel deals. So I'm gonna pull this apart, and tomorrow I'm gonna make a taco. Maybe I show you, maybe I don't. Okay, bye.